Nope.
Well,
All
welcome,
right.
welcome, welcome, everyone. My name is Russell Petrie from Langley, British Columbia, and my co-host is
Cindy Greenwood from Edmonton, Alberta.
right on. You lead it away. You lead
All
it.
right. So we would just want to welcome you and thank you for taking some time out of your evening. We're going to try not to be too late. We do try to keep the presentation to about between 30 and 40 minutes, and we have a great testimonial partway through. So definitely stick around for that. We are Partner Co. And what we really do with our customers and our partners is we want to be your partner in wellness, business, and lifestyle. And we're going to go through all of those different pillars. We're going to talk a lot more about, we're going to show you a bunch of different products that we do have, but we're also going to tell you why we're different and why you want to be able to trust us and what makes us different in the market. And then we will get to some lifestyle and some business at the end of it. We have a very simple mantra. I guess you could call it a mantra, right? Live healthy, make money, and see the world. That's all what we all want to do. So we've got people on the call from Mexico, and occasionally we have people from the US and from other places as well. So we just like to make friends across the world. And Russell, I'll maybe get you to start with this one.
Sure. Well, the reason one Cindy mentioned why we stand out. So we'll start. We'll try to highlight that as we come to those slides. But our product approach is, first of all, very vast, and we cover lots of areas. But mainly we are very scientific based, nature based, farm to pharmaceutical. Very we work together with nature basically and science, and we try to come up with amazing products and stuff that actually have long lasting solutions. We test, guarantee, prove stuff. We don't guarantee, but the ingredients are guaranteed, because they're tested for, they've been around tested for years, right? And very precise, which is what I like. Coming from a bakery, we weren't precise. Your raisin bread that you get, it's not precise. They don't all equal the same. Every dough is different. So, but not what we do here. Very precise with our ingredients, and I love that. It makes that's why we have long lasting solutions for people.
That's right. Well, that's why they work so well too. And like you said, Russell, we're a science and nature collaboration. So we're using items from ingredients from nature that have been used for hundreds of years, and we're applying science, and that combination together is getting us some amazing results. And farm to pharmaceutical, that maybe is you, Russell. Russell like is on a horse farm, and so he's often in a tractor and mowing lawns and that sort of thing. So I'll let you chat with this one.
Yeah. Well, the soils are very important, to get your base, it's your foundation, right? So what you're going to get, it all starts as the soils. So we work, we work with farmers. We work and find the best places that have the most efficacious uh, products once they're harvested. And we work with them to make sure harvesting is proper. And I remember my dad back in the day. He would go to the farms in Cloverdale and check for the herbs. And he'd want to see the process, before he bring them into his produce department. So we're kind of the same way, but on a global scale, right? So very high quality, hand picked in many situations, because
That's right.
that's the best way.
Yeah. And the precision nutrition, that's where some of the science comes in as well. And where there's been clinical studies that says this much of this ingredient is what actually makes a difference. A lot of companies will put a little bit of a like a fairy dusting in a product just so they can say that they have that, whatever that trendy product is, or that trendy ingredient. But we actually put in the amount that is shown to make a difference. So that's where the precision part comes in. And we have solutions that last in all of these different areas. You can see just pretty much 360-degree view of health in all different areas. And yes, guaranteed, tested, and proven. We go above and beyond when we're doing this. You can see in the bottom right there, there's a partner co stamp. And I've seen those type of stamps on many different products from different companies, and I always kind of wonder what's behind that stamp. In our case, we have third-party validation. So what we do is we have a process internally that is 6 steps that goes through and ensures that the ingredients are pure, that they're the right efficaciousness. That's a hard word for me, but efficaciousness. That it's all as it should be. And then we send them off to be tested by people outside of the company. And for me, that's a big thing. I used to be an auditor of public companies. And the reason that we would audit, of course, is because if you're an investor and you're wanting to buy shares in that company, you want to make sure that what's on their statements, their financials, is actually correct. And so that's what I would do. So that's what these companies do for us in terms of our ingredients. And then you can see we've got many clinical studies, over 1,000 annual quality tests, and physician endorsements. And some of our physicians are pretty amazing. So Russell, I'll get you to do this one.
Yeah, yeah, so we have like we top of the line folks because they are very attracted to our company because of the quality and the high standards that we have. So Dr. Strand is our chief medical officer. He's written several books. He's a traditional trained Western medicine doctor, but through experiences with his wife and her health in the mid 90s, made him kind of do a 180 and really dive into nutrition and the benefits of that. It's all in the literature already, but he started studying it and learning more. And we have nutritionalists, naturopaths, we have pharmaceutical type people. Brett West has been with our Noni brand for years, but we attract amazing people as well, like Dr. Alberto Pena from Mexico, right? So we might talk about, remember him. We might talk about one of his products a little bit later in the presentation. So besides the scientific advisory board, we also have a wellness council. We have actually I don't think she's on tonight, but we have someone from Alberta who's on our wellness council for the Canadian uh, uh, Canadian Partner Co. And we even have an athletics council because we have past Olympic athletes. We have pro athletes that are using our products because of some of the certifications that Cindy talked about in the last slide. So
That's great.
this is stands out. This makes us stand out. Believe me.
Yeah, and the athletes do really like them because the certifications we have ensure that if they're drug tested, there's not some, ingredient from the Amazon that's gonna trigger a drug flag or something like that, right? So they know that they can safely take our products. And we're across all of these different mega trends. Wellness has become a pretty big topic, especially post-COVID. And so we are in all of these different areas, but we're going to start chatting a little bit about some of our products. And so we're not going to go into detail on a lot of them. Otherwise, we'd be here like all night. We could probably talk for an hour on each product. But what we're going to do is kind of go through and hit some highlights. And then if you are interested in more information, then definitely reach out to the person who brought you to the Zoom or sent you the recording. All right. Noni, that's one of our favorites. In our house, this doesn't last long, I'll tell you that. But Noni is from Tahiti, and when we're talking about the soil, it's grown in the volcanic soil that's in Tahiti, and it's very it's got the highest amount of what's something called iridoids, which nobody knows what it means. We do, but most people don't. But that's what makes our noni special, right? And we've tested the noni against nonis from Hawaii and from the Philippines and from other tropical islands. But where it's grown in Tahiti, where we harvest it, has the highest amount of those. And that's what helps with our overall health and wellness. It supports our immune system, energy, joint health, mobility. You can read all of the different benefits here, but it is definitely a favorite out there. And this has been around for over 20 years. And Brett West is probably one of the top researchers in noni and has published multiple studies on noni that have been peer reviewed. So it is definitely one of our favorites.
Yeah. Oh, totally. And you'll see pretty soon when you start sharing some of the other stuff, noni is in a lot of other products. So,
Mhm.
like for the next one, for example, is a 36 superfruit and mushrooms uh, combination of products. And again, noni is one of those. Just an amazing. I love this one. This is one of the first ones. I think this is the very first product I tried. Tina gave it to me at a hockey game, and so yeah, love it. And my wife and I use this all the time. So again, you can see all the benefits that this one. Again, I like this one because it also has a preservative that is not a chemical preservative. It's not a synthetic. It's a actual food-based preservative. It took them a couple of years, I believe, to figure it out. But the food industry said, you know what, this is what you need to do. Just put in some bad stuff. And we're like, no, we don't want to. Why would we do that? So again, a couple of years and they got it figured out. So now we have a patent pending uh, preservative for this product. So again,
Yeah,
that's the
natural
level,
preservative.
yeah, natural preservative. That's the level we go to.
That's right. This one does not include noni. This is its own magic juice here. It is very tasty. It tastes like kind of like a mango. Think feels like you should be on a beach somewhere with Brenda drinking your limu. But it is actually made from a seaweed called fucoidin, and it's not the seaweed isn't actually in it. We extract the nutrients from the seaweed, and this is a seaweed that can grow like 8 feet in a day or something like that. It's pretty crazy. But you end up getting over 80 different nutrients from the sea that you wouldn't normally get. And especially those of us in Alberta who are a bit landlocked and we don't get a lot of seafood that's good and that sort of thing. This is a really cool drink. So you can see the different benefits here that you have, and it tastes amazing. So
Here's another amazing one. Again, no noni in this one, but so this is our very popular product right now. You know, a lot of people at the beginning of the year, they're looking to, like it says there, shed a little bit of weight. It's actually a hormone balancing type of product and stuff. And what ends up happening if you follow we have a bit of a program that you follow, but we can help people lose twice the weight, like faster. So pretty cool. So supports weight management and helps appetite control. And but it does it with all natural ingredients. I was just talking to my financial advisor today, and she was very happy that her daughter used something else, a little more chemical type of product, and she bragged about how it helped control their appetite, but not in the natural way like these are.
mhm.
So helps with energy and all sorts of stuff. So we have some pretty cool products. These can be a standalone product, but we have some amazing products that go along with these too. It's we call it our
That's right.
enterprise system.
Yeah, and these are definitely kind of our flagship product right now. Not just because it's the beginning of the year, but there's just so much out there, especially a lot of people post-COVID had put on COVID weight, and now everybody is just trying to get healthy again. So the appetite control and craving control in these are crazy. They work so well. And like you said, Russell, there's some companion products because we're not always perfect, right? So sometimes you got that birthday to go to, or you got that dinner, anniversary dinner, whatever to go to. So if you're on the program and you're just looking to, you're going to go out, this is a product of ours called Sugar Stop. So it helps block the sugars from starch-based foods. So like your pastas, your rices, those type of things. And 20% of sugars from sucrose. So that's like the table sugar. So that would be like desserts and that sort of thing. Now it doesn't work on liquid sugar like pop and that sort of, those type of items, but it does help with that. And it does also help some curb some cravings. And I'm not sure, I think we're just a tropical company because this one also tastes like mango.
Yeah, I think our heart's in the Caribbean somewhere.
That's right.
But I also like to chat real quick. You
Oh,
see
sorry.
it says collab. That product and the next one that Cindy just moved to, both created by our lab. Okay, so again, I'm pointing out the differences between us and other companies that you may be looking at to consider your health from. But so collab is a great. So we have this product just came out reformulated, And then the next slide is a brand new product just launched today, actually. And there's a few lucky folks here that on the call that I know were had an opportunity to not only just to see it about a week or two ago in Destin, but another group of people I know here on this call had a chance to test drive it for, I believe, a
This
month
thing is
or
3 months.
3 months. There
3 months.
you
Yeah.
go. So again, amazing. So that's something we should do, Cindy. We should have someone who's used this for 3 months, maybe come up here quick on our next call. That would be an awesome call.
Yeah.
Again,
Yeah. So
so
this one works together with the drops really well too. So the drops will help you lose 2 times faster than just diet exercise alone. This will help you burn more calories. So it targets in on that visceral fat around your waist and your hips, which is, as women, that's typically where we carry our weight. So it focuses in on that and helps burn that area quicker. So you can imagine how popular this is going to be. I think we actually sold out today. And they're on back order now. But they're still taking orders, so the back orders will be filled first. So definitely get in on that if you want to. We've got several other products that can be used again standalone or with the program. So we have our plant-based protein powder. It is a natural flavor, so it doesn't have any like it's not a strawberry, it's not a birthday cake or whatever the other things are that protein powders come in. It's a natural flavor, which is great because often we'll use it in baking or making protein balls and that sort of thing. So it just takes on the flavor of anything else. We've got Beauty Boost, which is a tangerine flavor and is for hair, skin, and nails. Our Power Boost is chocolate, is energy, stamina, and metabolism booster. That's got a lot of BCAAs and MCT oils and that sort of thing that help build that lean muscle mass. And then Giving Greens, which is one of my favorites as well, because I'm not a big veggie eater. So I can get 2.5 pounds of veggies in 2 little scoops of this that I put in with my protein powder and my Power Boost, and I'm good for the day. And then I'll turn this over to you, Russell, to go through these ones.
sure. So on the top left there, we have our detox product. Amazing little pot scrubbers go through your system and they pull out stuff in your that's trapped in your fat stores or anywhere to help pull that out to help you with shedding some weight and feeling better. And so it's like a little engine flush, but you don't have to run to the washroom. It's okay. You can. It's all good that department. We have the collagen noni. So my wife loves this one. Hard to keep this one in the house. So just noni plus collagen, like it tastes amazing. So that's a great. And then remember I mentioned Dr. Pina earlier in the presentation. So in the bottom left is our probiotic prebiotics. So just amazing. He was working on this for like I don't know 10 years or something, and he was working on it when he discovered Partner Co and joined our team as a brand partner, just like many of us on this call right now. And he happened to be working on this, so he's been able to finish it and bring it to us. So the awesome thing about this product, real quickly, is that it has a time release thing. It does not. Most of these products will get in your stomach and they'll start opening up, but your stomach acids will take them out and just no good, right? But this one here will get through your stomach acids and then release where it's supposed to, and then have the best benefit. So, and then Elite is another favorite of many people here.
Yeah.
We could talk about this for hours. To helps with your cortisol, in a great way. Drops that, and just helps with brain and beauty. It's actually came with us as a skincare product, a skin product, but helps with so much. We won't even go into it. It's crazy how much this product does.
Yeah, definitely ask the person who brought you to tell you about Elite because
Yes.
it's everybody's favorite.
Yeah.
We do also have a line of vitamins. So we have BioProQ, which is cellular energy support. So it gets right into the cells and gives you energy there. Magna D, which is super important for all of us, especially during the winter months. You want some extra vitamin D. But the beauty of this one is when you put magnesium, calcium, and vitamin D together, they actually promote each other to work better. And that's what happens in a lot of the products is we've researched I say we, it's the scientists and those people. It's definitely not Russell and I. But we've researched what works together best and what promotes each other so that you actually get more bang for your buck. And so that's what a lot of the different products have is not just one thing. It helps with many different things. Omega Q, we know that we need that. The body can't produce that. And Optimal M and Optimal V is our whole body support. So that's our minerals and vitamins. It's like our multivitamin, but we've separated the minerals and the vitamins. And one thing that sets us additionally apart here is that when most companies have their vitamins or whatever, they have a chemical lubricant that helps the pills slide down into the bottles, right? We don't use that. Again, we went with a natural food-based product, so we actually use rice bran for that, and that's a big differentiator there too.
Renew. So this is another amazing product. It has quite a few things going on in this product, but being patent pending, really cutting edge science, figuring out how to help us stimulate natural HGH production in our body, right? But one of the things, put a one in the chat if you've had any issues trying to sleep, and if you've tried this product and your sleep has suddenly gotten better. So I'm talking like you can fall asleep quickly, you can stay asleep longer, you can wake up in the middle of the night, go to the washroom, and come back and go back to sleep quickly, or maybe you wake up and you're like, wow, you're ready to tackle the day. So put because that's kind of the first impact that people see when they try this product, and it makes sense that it does this because when your body produces the most HGH at nighttime when you're sleeping. So it makes so much sense that the company would put something in there to help support better sleep, right? It's again, we could talk for a long, long time, tons of testimonials on this amazing product.
Yeah, we've had calls for over an hour just on this one product. But yeah, it is very cool. And one cool thing about this is when you mix it up, it starts off purple and then it turns pink and then it kind of goes orange. So it's kind of a fun drink to have as well. Our Vinali is kind of like a super vitamin C, I'll say, and it really helps with like heart, eyes, skin, and lungs. So a lot of people with lung issues, myself, and I know this has happened with Russell as well. We found that our allergies got better, or in some cases, don't bother us anymore. Those type of things. So it's grapeseed extract and grapeseed oil extract, I believe. And yeah, you can see the grapes in behind there, so that makes sense. But it does all of these different things, and it is in some cases considered a beauty product because it does help the body produce its own collagen. And so you definitely see the difference in your skin. And we've got all of there's hundreds and thousands of pictures before and afters like this, but we've got a few here where you can see the before and afters of people. Some of these people were in challenges, you can see with the newspapers up behind them, and some people did it outside of a challenge, but everybody had great results. Our friend Brenda from Lethbridge, we're going to have her on here one time too. She started off wanting to lose 30 pounds in 6 months, and she lost 100 pounds in 6.5. Now, she did take advantage of the different support products. So you can see at the bottom, that's the pack that she used. It had the shakes, it had Elite, the greens, the probiotics, the RestoreX, and the drops. So she is feeling amazing. Her doctors kept telling her there was nothing wrong with her. She didn't need to do anything, but she knew she did, and she felt really horrible and wanted to make sure that she was going to feel okay. And here we have our guests for this evening. So Nadine and Blaine, and Russell's going to introduce you guys, but while he's doing that, I am going to stop sharing and pin you guys so everyone can see you.
Yeah, so I'd like to welcome Nadine and Blaine. I met them in Edmonton, I believe, and got to know them a little bit, their story. And they're not far from Red Deer, is where they're located. And I've just one last thing on Brenda, because I'll forget. On Brenda's, if you're really interested on Brenda's, we do actually have another Zoom recording that goes into detail about hers. So I like to share that. Amazing. But but amazing here is this power couple I met in Edmonton and stuff. And I think I know why the transition was so impactful. If you look back on that, you'll see that he had a Calgary Flames jersey on. So I think they accidentally went to an Edmonton Oilers game one day and they got chased around the arena several times and had a big transformation. So please, Nadine, Blaine, thank you so much for coming on this evening and sharing with. Please tell us your story.
Thanks, Russell. Thanks, Cindy, for inviting Blaine and I to share our story with everyone tonight. So I started out on the drops accidentally, found them through my neighbor. I call it, it's Betty's fault that I'm here and doing what I'm doing. I was on the drops for a couple of weeks and realized really quickly that there was something really special about these drops. And so I jumped in with both feet into the business part of it right away. Not regretted that for one single second. So then that was in November of 23 when I started. And then in January, I was going to be coaching a 28-day challenge. And I needed one more person in my group. And so I asked my sweetie if he would jump in and help me out. And of course, he said he would. And he did amazing. He has blown me away. His story is, he quit smoking a few years ago and he put on a lot of weight. And so he knew he needed to do something. But he also, we own a vending machine where we work at the same place together. And probably for the past close to 20 years, Blaine's breakfast, everybody sitting down for this one, has consisted of a bag of cheesies and a can of Pepsi for breakfast every morning. So we have now stopped that. Blaine has, I'll let him tell you a little bit about his journey, but he did start out with a size 34 waist in January of last year. And by March, he was down to a 29 and he's still maintaining that today. So what's your favorite thing?
She's right. I had a bag of cheesies and a Pepsi every morning for breakfast, and most of the time I'd have another bag of chips for coffee time, just to get me through till lunchtime, and then I'd go have a cheeseburger or something. And yeah, I quit smoking and I packed on some weight and I joined up, like I said, to help my sweetie. I wasn't expecting anything. I wasn't doing anything. I just got on a challenge, and on this challenge, I committed to going wholeheartedly into the challenge. So I did that, and yeah, in 3 short months, I went from a 34 waist to a 29 waist, and I've been keeping it up ever since without much effort. It's been easy to do, and yeah, I've been quite happy with the results, and I'm on some of the other things now, the renew, like they were talking about earlier, more energy, better production at work. It's been helping immensely.
And just so you know, his favorite thing now for breakfast is our shakes. And when he doesn't get them, he knows. He
2.5 pounds of vegetables in one drink is just the way to go.
It really is.
Yeah, I was going to ask if your breakfast has changed. Yeah.
Yeah, my 100%. Breakfast is a shake now, a protein shake with the 2.5 pounds of vegetables in 1 scoop or 2 scoops or whatever it is. I don't even know. I'm being supportive, and I'm being supportive, and it's working for me. So I'm going to keep going the way I'm going.
Right on. Congratulations, you guys. I still remember when you told me this story in the hallway, actually, in the Edmonton hotel, and I was blown away.
That was Kelowna, Russell.
Was that Kelowna? Okay.
We met you in Kelowna.
Kelowna, not Edmonton. Yeah. So yeah. So amazing story. So thank you so much.
Yeah, you don't wear a Flames jersey in Edmonton, you'll get killed.
We're not quite that bad.
So
We're
speaking of
really
fun,
nice people
Yeah,
here, honestly.
Yeah, you might get heckled a bit, but
yeah. Well, speaking of flames and the Calgary, I think you're going to be heading to the Calgary Connect event at the end of May. So if anyone on the call here is in the neighborhood, you might have a chance to bump into these two in person and get to meet them and maybe share your story with them. And but yeah, they're a wonderful couple, so wonderful to chat with and talk to. So thank you so much, you guys, for jumping on. Uh, Thank you. Cindy and I are very grateful that you came on.
yes, definitely. And yeah, that the breakfast story is I think still my favorite of you guys. All right.
So speaking of events, I think if we're moving on to the next
Yeah.
slide, as events and lifestyle and fun and that's what we do. We definitely have fun when we get together. So one of the things, so we're trying to transitioning away from the wellness side here a little bit we're almost at the finished our presentation. So but yeah, the lifestyle, the fun. I'm actually in the bottom left-hand corner there, one of the guys at the beach there with my hands up in the air and all that. I got to go to Puerto Vallarta a couple of years ago, and but yeah, we get together, have fun. The one on the right, I believe, is in Tahiti, and then the rest are probably some PXPs, some functions we have, and all around the world. So
Yeah, and we have PXP, we have Connect. So the event in Calgary you're talking about is a Connect event. They just had one in Destin, Florida, so that's pretty cool. And there's Discover is kind of a shorter one that we have, and there's one coming up in Vancouver, in the Richmond area at the end of March. I think it's March 22nd. And then the day after that in Parksville, the day after that in Victoria, and then a couple days later in Calgary. So we have a lot of these different events coming around, and that's where we all like to get together and have fun.
yeah, so if you're curious and want to see this live, people share testimonials,
Mhm.
definitely reach out. And if you can get to one of those 4 cities, then make sure you reach out.
Yeah, it's definitely worth it. We also, at the beginning, we said we want to see the world, so we have travel rewards, of course, that to places that you actually want to travel, and you saw some of the pictures in the previous slide there. These two gentlemen are our founders, and one thing, and this might be a weird thing, but I've seen other companies have their presentations, and their owners do not look like they take the products. I'll just say that. In our case, these guys at our events come out on these little hoverboard things and they're like skating through everyone. My husband got together with John the first time we met him and they did burpees together. So like they are full-heartedly in the company and want everybody to be healthy, to be successful, and they have built these values around the company. So I'll just quickly read them. True partnership, real products, real results, customer first, courage to lead, dream big, act now, excellence in every act, and built to last. So they are definitely making sure that we are built to last. So I'll just keep going. Here's some of our numbers. I really like this slide, so I always steal it from Russell. But our slenderized bottles, we have over 1 million of those sold. We're in over 50 countries and markets around the world. We have sold over 172 million bottles of noni, but don't worry, they've assured us that there is enough noni in where we get it from that we can keep supplying it. We're not going to run out. We are voted #1 compensation plan. We have 8 ways to get paid, and we've been voted that 3 times in a row. We have a very healthy social media life, I guess it is, with over 40,000 followers, and we have won awards in many different areas, including leadership, wellness, marketing, and technology. So it's definitely an amazing place, and we like to show some of the countries because I've actually had people kind of go up and go, okay, yeah, I've got family there, because as soon as you join, you are now open for business in all of these different countries. I'll let Russell talk for a little bit.
Yeah, so we call this the future of partnership marketing, just working together, being partners with people, and just how you can, easy to share, easy to get paid, limitless ways to earn and all that, because of the way our compensation plan is built and just the ease of which we can share and how we get paid. There's multiple ways on how to get paid. You can focus on one. You can try to focus on all of them, and but at different times you can make different commissions and savings bonuses is a fun one. Matching bonus is a very cool bonus as well, and the lifestyle rewards, which was one I got to, and many of us on the call here I know are going to go to Punta Cana this year, and again I had an advantage or a chance to go to in Mexico a couple of years ago. So again, these are very good compensation plan, easy to get paid, easy to get started, and we help a lot of people earn enough money to pay for their products, which is huge. I saw a stat somewhere recently where the people are making, the starting out is there, that number is huge of the people that are starting out, where a lot of companies, it takes a lot of work to start to make your first few dollars, but our company, you can start to make money fairly quickly because it's just the products are so efficacious. They're so good.
That's right. And you can see some of our, this is some sample of some of our social media posts, different graphics. And these are done by an amazing marketing department that we have. So we have so many things that we can share. You don't have to know how to make them. They're already made for you. And signing up is very simple. It's in Canada, it's $37.95 plus GST. And depending on the province you're in, of course, there might be some other taxes. And in the US, it's $29.95. And then you get everything you need. You've got the replicated website, you've got all the marketing materials, a back office for all your reports. You have an app, you have virtual trainings, you have everything that you need to get started. It's already there, ready for you to go. So, like we said, partnering with us is easy. Enrolling can take less than 5 minutes. And that brings us to the end of our presentation. So we are the future of partnership marketing and want to be your wellness, business, and lifestyle partner. So we will shut down the recording now.